Okay, so for this first question, we've got 3x plus 9, then divided by 5 is equal to 6. So looking at the left-hand side of this equation, we start with x, we then multiply by 3, we then add 9, and then we're going to divide by 5. So when we're solving this equation, we're working backwards. We want to do the last bit first. So we want to get rid of that divide by 5. And the way we're going to do that is by doing the opposite operation. So the opposite of dividing by 5 is multiplying by 5. So I'm going to multiply the left-hand side of this equation by 5, which means I also need to multiply the right-hand side by 5 to keep the equation balanced. So now on the left-hand side, we've got 3x plus 9, all on its own because we've got rid of that divide by 5, is equal to, and then on the right-hand side, we've got 6, which we need to multiply by 5, well, that gives us 30. So our new equation is now 3x plus 9 is equal to 30. So looking on the left-hand side again, what do we want to get rid of? Well, on the left-hand side, we start with x, we multiply by 3, and then we add 9. So because that add 9 is the last thing we're doing on the left-hand side, that's the next thing we're going to get rid of. So we want to do the opposite of plus 9, which is take away 9. So I'm taking away 9 on this left-hand side, which means I also need to do the same on the right-hand side. So our new equation now is 3x, the 9's have cancelled, is equal to, and then on the right-hand side we had 30, take away 9, well that leaves us with 21. And now we're at our final step. We have 3x, which means 3 multiplied by x, so we need to do the opposite. We need to divide the left-hand side by 3, which means we also need to divide the right-hand side by 3. So on the left-hand side, we've now got x is equal to, and then on the right-hand side, 21 divided by 3 gives us 7. So our solution to this equation is that x is equal to 7. Now looking at this question to the right, we've got 3x plus 4 is equal to x plus 10. So this question is slightly different as we now have coefficients of x on both sides of the equation. So what we want to do here is have the coefficients of x all on one side. And a little trick we can do here to make it easier is to always get rid of the smaller coefficient of x. So on the left-hand side of the equation, I've got 3x, and on the right-hand side of the equation, I've only got 1x. So 1 is smaller than 3, so we're going to get rid of that coefficient on the right-hand side. Well, how would we do that? Well, if I've got x, I would simply need to take away x to make that 0. So because I've taken away x on the right-hand side, I must also do that to the left-hand side. So now on the left-hand side, we've got 3x, take away x, which gives us 2x. We've still got this plus 4 is equal to, and then on the right-hand side, we had the x, take away x, which is now cancelled. So all we've got left on this right-hand side is 10. So our new equation is now 2x plus 4 is equal to 10. And then we solve this very much in the same way that we did the last question. So now we've got 2x plus 4. So I'm going to get rid of that plus 4 by doing the opposite operation, which would be to take away 4. So if I'm taking away 4 on the left-hand side, I must also take away 4 on the right-hand side. So now on the left-hand side, we're just left with 2x is equal to, and then on the right-hand side, if we do 10, take away 4, that leaves us with 6. And now for our final step, we've got 2x is equal to 6. So again, 2x being 2 multiplied by x, we now need to do the opposite, which is to divide by 2. So I'm dividing both sides by 2. And that's going to leave me with x on the left-hand side is equal to, and if we do 6 divided by 2, that gives us 3. So our solution to this equation is that x is equal to 3. Okay, let's take a look at some more examples. So feel free to pause the video here and have a go at these, and we'll go through the solutions in just a few moments. Okay, so to begin with, we've got 7x, take away 3, then divided by 12 is equal to 5. So the first thing we want to get rid of here on the left-hand side of this equation is that divide by 12. So we want to do the opposite of divide by 12, which is to multiply by 12. So because I'm multiplying the left-hand side by 12, I also need to do this to the right-hand side. So our new equation is now 7x take away 3 is equal to, well, we've now got 5 multiplied by 12. Well, that gives us 60. So we've now got that 7x take away 3 is equal to 60. So the next thing we're going to get rid of is this take away 3. So to do the opposite of that, I need to add 3 to the left-hand side, which means I must also add 3 to the right-hand side. So those 3's are going to cancel on the left-hand side, leaving us with 7x is equal to, and then on the right-hand side, we have 60 plus 3. Well, that's simply 63. And then for our final step, we've got that 7x is equal to 63. So 7x meaning 7 multiplied by x. We need to do the opposite of multiply by 7, which is to divide by 7. So I'm dividing both sides of this equation by 7. So on the left-hand side, that's going to leave me with x. And on the right-hand side, if we do 63 divided by 7, that's going to leave us with 9. So the solution here would be that x is equal to 9. Okay, now looking over to the right, we have that 3x plus 12 is equal to 5x plus 4. So we're going to use that little trick here that we talked about in the previous question, which was to get rid of the smaller coefficient of x. So on the left-hand side of the equation, we have 3x, and on the right-hand side, we have 5x. Well, 3 is smaller than 5, so we're going to get rid of that 3x. And how we would do that is by simply taking away 3x. Because 3x take away 3x would go to 0. But because I've taken away 3x on the left-hand side, I also need to take away 3x on the right-hand side. So that 3x is now gone, and we're just left with 12 on the left-hand side is equal to, and now on the right-hand side, if I do 5x take away 3x, that gives me 2 lots of x, and then we've still got this plus 4. So now we're solving with x on the right-hand side of the equation this time. So looking at the right-hand side, we've got 2x plus 4. So we want to get rid of that plus 4 first, so we're going to take away 4 from the right-hand side, which again also means we need to take away 4 from the left-hand side. So on the left-hand side, we've now got 12 take away 4, which is 8, is equal to, so now we've got 2x all on its own, because that 4 has cancelled. So now we've got that 2x is equal to 8. We want to do the opposite of multiply by 2, which is to divide by 2. So we're going to divide both sides by 2. So on the left-hand side, we've got 8 divided by 2, which is 4. And then on the right-hand side, we're left with x. So our solution to this equation is x is equal to 4. Okay, and now looking at this very last question, we've got that 3x take away 13 is equal to 31 minus x. So again, we've got coefficients of x on both sides of the equation. So again, we want to eliminate the smaller term. So we've got 3x on the left-hand side, but we've got negative x on the right-hand side. So that means we've got negative 1 lots of x. So our smallest coefficient here would be that negative 1. So to eliminate that term, I'm going to do the opposite of minus x, which would be to add x. Because if I have negative x and then I add x, that's going to give us 0, so it's cancelled. So this time we're adding x to the right-hand side, so that means I need to add x to the left-hand side as well. So now our new equation, we've got 3x plus x, which gives us 4x, take away 13 is equal to 31, and then the x is cancelled on the right-hand side. So now we've got 4x take away 13 is equal to 31. So now what we want to get rid of is that take away 13. Well, the opposite of that would be to add 13. So I'm going to add 13 to the left-hand side, and I'm also going to do that to the right-hand side. So now on the left hand side we're left with 4x, as the 13s have cancelled, is equal to, and then if we do 31 plus 13, that gives us 44. So 4x is equal to 44. So for our final step, we have to do the opposite of times by 4, which is to divide by 4. So I'm dividing the left-hand side by 4 and the right-hand side. So finally, we're going to be left with x on the left is equal to, and then if we do 44 divided by 4, that's going to give us 11. So our final solution to this equation would be that x is equal to 11. So well done if you followed along with those questions. And that's it for this video. If you want to check out any other videos that are relevant to this one, then I've left some links for them down in the description, and I've also put a card in the top corner, so feel free to check them out. I hope you found this video useful. If you did, please feel free to leave a like and consider subscribing. If there are any topics at all that you'd like me to go through next, then please just let me know down in the comments, and I'll try to make some videos on those topics as soon as possible. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.